This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break. Come on, boy, 51. Come on. You better bring it.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Able to fight through one tackle. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Check 3. Haywood. Ready.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got it. Smoke. Back 2 is the man. Back 2. Strip the ball. Yep, strip that ball. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, come on out here. Bravo. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Let him.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Alpha. 56 to Mike. Dogs off. 50 to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 49. Faster. Check 49. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
You think you won't get there? Check 30. Check four, check four. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Bang, 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 bang. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Check 37. Check.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go play action with Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Yard line.
To Miles Boykin. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Ready, 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
In a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. We're scoreless after one. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
No. Go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Bam. That's what I do. Check. High 7, let's go. Check. Lucky. Ready, go.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. I want that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson throws right side, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses I remember is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three, check three.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
This time Jackson will throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey,
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ready. 6 out long. 27. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the screen, Bernard. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Blue dog quarters, blue dog quarters. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
The Bengals take over
We
first
play
and
to
10
win. Let's
at their own
go.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and he'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Down, 90.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's fielded at the 45. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third down, Taylor, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
66. Bullet high. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Part 2 is the mic. Mike part 2. Mike part 2. Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Back to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
56. Check the outs, check the outs, check gone. Watch the shift. Check 26, check 61. Matchbox, light. Exit.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 84 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go, let's do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 24, check 24.
From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Time to end it. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson, and the Bengals will get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 81 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
They're on 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Jackson. They complete it to Hill. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Past the 20. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.